Trees are highly valued in the landscape. They are beautiful and can increase the value of a property. This presentation will include descriptions and care requirements for 15 trees commonly found in Central Florida. For general planting and care requirements, please refer to Introduction to Trees. American holly is in the Aquifoliaceae family, which also includes yerba mate. It is an evergreen dicot in zones 5 to 9 with simple, leathery leaves with spiny teeth. It has slow growth up to 50 feet tall, but is usually 15 to 20 feet. American holly prefers well-drained acidic soil and full sun, but also grows in part shade. Does not appreciate standing water. Scrub holly is a cultivar of American holly and is a Florida native. American holly is susceptible to scale and leaf miner. It is used as a specimen, hedge, and to attract wildlife. There are many cultivars available, and it is grown from cuttings, seeds, and grafts. American sycamore is also called American plane tree. It is a member of the Plantanaceae family and grows in zones 4 to 9. American sycamore grows quickly and prefers full sun but will also grow in part shade. American sycamore is a dicot with simple alternate leaves and is usually up to 90 feet tall to 70 feet wide but can be taller than 90 feet tall. Trees have low wind resistance but can be used for erosion control and shade. American sycamore prefers moist soil and is susceptible to mites, lacebugs, and anthracnose. Leaves will scorch during dry conditions. Plants are grown from seed. Bald cypress is in the Taxodiaceae family, which makes it related to sequoia trees. It is a Florida native deciduous gymnosperm that is best very close or in standing water and requires water until established. Bald cypress grows to 100 feet tall and 30 feet wide and prefers full sun. Trees are hardy in zones 4 to 11. Water bald cypress during severe drought and during the establishment period. Trees tolerate flooding and drought and will require fertilizer in dry locations. Bald cypress can be used as a specimen and for shade and is grown from seed. Black olive is also sometimes called Gregory wood and occasionally labeled as Buceta buccharis. The genus and species name refer to twisted, horn-like galls of fruit. It is a member of the Combretaceae family and is evergreen in zones 10 and 11. It is cold sensitive and grows approximately 40 to 50 feet tall and 30 feet wide. Black olive has simple, alternate or spiral leaves and blooms in spring. Trees prefer full sun but will grow in shade. Black olive should be pruned to maintain vigor and shape and to remove dead wood. Fertilize young trees and keep moist until established. Black olive grows fast, and fruits, flowers, and leaves can be messy. Black olive is susceptible to scale, whitefly, and city mold and is grown from seed. Bottlebrush is a member of the Myrtaceae family, which includes tea tree, guava, eucalyptus, and more. The genus name Callistemon is derived from the Greek words kalos, meaning beautiful, and stemon, meaning stamen. The species name Rigidus means rigid. Bottlebrush's genus name refers to flowers, and its species name refers to its leaves. Bottlebrush is evergreen in zones 9 to 11. It blooms mainly in winter and spring, but has minor blooms almost year-round. Bottlebrush prefers full sun, but also tolerates part shade. It will grow to approximately 60 to 30 feet tall and up to 15 feet wide. Prune in spring after the major blooming period. Bottlebrush should be kept moist until established. Feed in spring and summer for the first few years and prune to encourage branching. Bottlebrush has low wind resistance and is drought tolerant. It can be grown from seeds and cuttings and used as an accent, specimen, hedge, to attract pollinators, and for cut flowers. Weeping and different color blooms are available. Burford holly is a variety of Chinese holly. It is a member of the Aquifoliaceae family and is hardy in zones 8 and 9. Burford holly has stiff, dark green, simple alternate leaves with a pointy tip. It prefers part shade but will also grow in full sun. Plants are usually 6 to 8 feet tall. There are many cultivars, and plants are grown from cuttings and grafts. Burford holly is drought tolerant and has a higher resistance to T-scale than other types of Chinese holly. It can be grown to attract pollinators and birds, as a hedge, and as a foundation plant. Camphor is in the Lauraceae family, which also includes cinnamon, avocado, and laurel. The genus name Cinnamomum is the ancient Greek name for this plant. Camphor is evergreen in zone 8 to 10 with fast growth up to 100 feet tall and 60 feet wide. However, it is usually 30 to 50 feet tall and 40 to 60 feet wide. Leaves are simple and alternate. Camphor tree is invasive in Florida. It prefers full to part shade and is grown from seed for shade, wildlife, and aroma. Camphor is occasionally susceptible to mites and scale. Juniperus virginiana is called southern red cedar or red cedar. It is very similar to Juniperus silicola. The only difference in the species is size, with Juniperus virginiana having larger size and straight branches instead of more weeping branches. It is a gymnosperm and a member of the Cupressaceae family, which includes various types of junipers. Trees prefer full sun to part shade. Red cedar is a hardy Florida native that is very drought tolerant. It grows in zones 8 to 10, approximately 40 to 50 feet tall and 20 feet wide. Red cedar is salt tolerant and lower branches are usually pruned. Plants are very drought tolerant and lower branches are usually pruned. Red cedar is grown for aroma, lumber, shade, as a windbreak, for Christmas trees, bonsai, and to attract wildlife. Birds eat the fruit. Plants are sometimes susceptible to juniper blight, spider mites, bagworms, and cedar apple rust. Red cedar is grown from seeds and difficult to transplant unless young. Transplant shock can be avoided with frequent irrigation. Chinese elm is in the Ulmaceae family, which is classified as the true elm family. The genus name Ulmus is the ancient Latin name, and the species name Parvifolia means with small leaves. Chinese elm prefers full sun and is semi-deciduous in zones 5 to 9. It grows fast and is usually 35 to 40 feet tall, but can be up to 80 feet tall. Leaves are simple, dark green, and alternate. Pruning maintains Chinese elm's shape or can train the tree to have a more weeping habit. Chinese elm should be staked, pruned, and fertilized in spring and summer for the first couple of years. Keep trees moist for the first few years. Chinese elm is susceptible to borers, chewing insects, and grown from seeds as a specimen or for shade. Spreading or weeping varieties are available. Chinese elm is not suitable near buildings. Winged elm is also in the Ulmaceae family. It is deciduous and thrives in zone 5 to 9. Winged elm has stiff alternate leaves with pubescent underside and is a Florida native and grows up to 70 feet tall and 40 feet wide. It prefers full sun but also tolerates part shade. Elms were traditionally used in vineyards to support the vines. Trees are susceptible to Dutch elm disease. Winged elm is wind resistant and drought tolerant. Trees grow quickly from seed for shade and to attract butterflies and birds. Winged elm seeds sprout readily when planted immediately after harvest. Flatwoods plum is in the Rosaceae family and related to loquat, apples, pears, peaches, plums, almonds, cherries, apricots, and more. The genus name Prunus is the classic Latin name for plum tree. Flatwoods plum is mostly grown in zone 8 up to 20 feet tall and 15 feet wide. It is deciduous, prefers full sun or part shade, and has simple alternate leaves. Flatwoods plum blooms in spring. Flatwoods plum is grown from seed as a specimen for fruit and to attract pollinators. Seeds must be stratified for months. Flatwoods plum is grown especially for showy flowers. It is occasionally susceptible to tent caterpillar. Begoniaceae family and is related to Tabebuia. The genus name Jacaranda is derived from its Brazilian name. The species name Mimosifolia means mimosa-like leaves. Jacaranda prefers full sun and blooms in spring with occasional summer flowers. Trees are up to 40 feet tall and 40 feet wide and hardy in zones 9 to 11. Jacaranda is drought tolerant but has low wind resistance. Trees have fast growth and thrive in fertile soil. Jacaranda is susceptible to fungal root rot. Asexual propagation is preferred for faster flowering, and trees are grown for showy flowers and as a large specimen. Live oak is a Florida native that is hardy in zones 8 to 10. Trees are drought and salt tolerant with slow to moderate growth. Growth speed improves with mulch, fertilizer, and water. Live oak is between 60 to 90 feet tall with simple alternate leaves. It appreciates full sun and limbs tend to grow low and horizontal. Live oak can be hundreds of years old, and some very elderly trees mark native burial grounds or historical landmarks. It is in the Fagaceae family, which includes beech trees and various types of oak. Live oak is a dicot. Live oak is salt-tolerant and wind-resistant. Trees are very long-lived and grown for shade and as a specimen from seed. Sand live oak is a variety with smaller stature. Shumard is also in the Fagaceae family. It is known as southern red oak, Turkey oak, or Spanish oak. The genus name Quercus is its ancient Latin name, and the species Shumardii is named after Benjamin Franklin Shumard, a state geologist of Texas. Shumard oak grows in full sun up to 80 feet tall and 70 feet wide with simple alternate leaves. It has low wind resistance. Shumard oak has no salt tolerance but is drought tolerant. Trees are hardy in zones 8 and 9 and grown by seed and cuttings. It is grown as a specimen, for shade, and for food for wildlife. Mites and root rot are rarely serious. Shumard oak is a Florida native. Loquat is in the Rosaceae family and is related to flatwoods plum, apples, pears, peaches, plums, almonds, cherries, apricots, and more. The genus name Ambiotrita is derived from Greek words erion, meaning wool, and botrytis, meaning hair. This refers to tomentose inflorescence. The species name japonica means Japanese. Loquat is grown in full sun in zones 8 to 11 and is up to 20 to 30 feet tall and 30 feet wide. Leaves are spiral and oblong. Loquat will also grow in part shade. Loquat blooms in late fall or winter but will not set fruit during this time of year or in cooler climates. Flowers are on long terminal panicles that can contain 30 to 100 flowers. Loquat trees are commonly afflicted by fire blight and occasionally scale. Loquat does not appreciate wet soil. They have low wind resistance and are grown from seeds, air layer, and grafts for use as a fruit tree, specimen, and shade tree. This concludes part 1 of descriptions of trees of Central Florida.